So, hello and welcome to another episode of University Wars. By now, I think this is our fifth episode, and I hope you guys are liking it. And we are trying to build in a story in each of our episodes so that it kind of become interesting to hear about universities. I mean, we do feel that all the information and knowing about any university or any courses or programs is so boring. So we have tried always to keep a story behind it, or like two friends talking about the each courses that they're picking, or there's some twist and tales if you would have heard our first, second, third and fourth episode. So in the fifth episode, as you can hear that my voice is a little dizzy. Yeah, I am probably having a cough today. So we will simply talk about NMIMS versus LPU today. We will very rationally compare both the universities without being biased, and without wasting much of time, let's get into this audio. So both NMIMS and Lovely Professional University falls under top class institutes of India, and both these universities have online modes of learning available. So NMIMS though have ODL programs rather than online programs, which means that you might have to go to its center to give examination. Other than that, everything else falls under the online format itself, just like it happens in online learning. So ODL is basically open and distance learning format. So NMIMS follows that, and LPU has an online portal. So all the programs or all the courses available on NMIMS will be in open and distance learning format. They do have some online short-term programs though. So coming straight to the approvals, as you know, the first and the most important factor before taking admission into any online university is that you need to check if the university is approved to conduct an online program or not. So LPU Online has all its basic approvals like NIRF ranking, UGC and even AICTE approval to conduct online program. So all these approvals that I just mentioned are important. For a university to conduct any online program, there are certain approvals that are really important, and out of which UGC, NIRF, NAC accreditation, all these things come into picture. AICTE approval is taken if the university is offering technical programs, so it brings in more value for the technical programs if the university has an AICTE approval. Similarly, NMIMS also has NAC accreditation as well as being the category 1 university marked by HMRD by Maharashtra Association, and its Mumbai campus even has an AACSB accreditation, which stands for Association of Advanced Collegiate Schools of Business. It also has international collaboration to give extra value to its programs. Coming to the program availability, so NMIMS offers all the programs in ODL format, which is basically distance learning programs. Here you have plenty of options if you plan on doing an MBA. So they have a lot of specialization like information technology and system management, retail management. They have supply chain management, marketing management. You can also pursue international trade management, banking and finance management. I mean, I can just go on with, there's so many. Also, I'm not going to list all the programs or the courses that are offered by NMIMS. I'm just giving you a short kind of a description of the programs availability, because if I try mentioning all the programs of both this university, this podcast is going to be a really long one. And as humans, we have a really low attention span. So let's keep it a little short and more informational. Okay, but all I'm going to say is that if you find different specializations, and even you can find executive MBA programs here that are of 1 year, short MBA programs, you should go forward and pursue that if you're looking for short-term MBA programs. So coming to the LPU program availability, LPU also has a lot of MBA programs, MCA programs, BCA, BBA. They have all the UG and PG courses with also short-term programs and diploma kind of programs. Coming to the fee structure, if you talk about NMIMS on an average, the fees of the program it offers might range between 50,000 rupees to 1,50,000 rupees, depending on what type of program you're taking and what is the duration of that program. Similarly, with LPU, there are many programs you can go for, and you will pay around 25,000 to 1,30,000 rupees, obviously depending on which program or course you choose. So if we compare the fee structure, I would say LPU is a little less costlier than NMIMS, like comparatively, but there are not much difference between both of them. Coming to the LMS, as when you're pursuing anything online, LMS is really important. Learning management system is something that you should always check if the university is providing you with the correct LMS. So both NMIMS and LPU provide good learning management system, and NMIMS provides open and distance learning. So the LMS it provides not only include live lectures and recorded live session, but the institute also sends all the semester books to the students' home, which is really great. I mean, you get the books also, and you get online e-text, and all the e-content is available right there on your screens. So just need to log in and you can access them. Whereas if we talk about LPU Online, they also have all the recorded lectures and they have all the content in on their platform. You just have to log into the LMS. You will get an ID and password and you can log in there. They also have a mobile app that keeps you updated, which is really cool, I feel, because everybody is on social media website, applications, and it really gets very accessible when you have an application in hand where you can just open the application and get everything on it. So that's really nice. Coming to the placement facilities, as per the placement statistics report, the number of recruiters that came to the placement of NMIMS were in 2022 were 150 plus companies on an average, and out of which 40 were new recruiters. Companies like Aditya Birla, EY, Cape Gemini, Cognizant, ICICI Bank also came to the placement cell. On the other hand, number of companies that participated in LPU placement cell were 1,190 according to the statistic report and according to what they claim on their website. So the university also claims that it has more than 8,400 students placed this year, and some of the top companies that came to the cell were Microsoft, Trident, Cognizant, Wipro, etc. So after knowing the placement facility, LMS, and the fee structure, the program availability, and also the approval, I would say both this university are capable enough, and it all depends on what your requirements are and what you are looking for to select the best one out of these two. I would say placement, which is the most crucial and important part of anything. Whenever we take any course or program, all we want is like a good placement. So I would say that also depends on what kind of skills you gain. So it's very important that you do study the course really properly and you engage yourself even when you're doing it online. If you want a placement, obviously. If you just want the degree, you can just have the degree. So it all depends on what you are looking for exactly. What is your requirement? So I would say LMS, both of their LMS are really nice. The fee structure, LPU is a little on a lesser point, I would say. Approximately, I would say. And approvals, both the universities are recognized and approved. Programs availability, I would say NMIMS has a lot of MBA and executive MBA programs. Similarly, LPU has a lot of BBA programs and MCA programs, and it has short-term programs. So you can look for that. And coming to the last portion of this podcast, I would say, obviously after knowing so many things, you must be knowing what is the admission criteria and anything. So it's very simple for all the people who do not know. You just have to go online, go to their website, log in, fill in the admission form, and you can directly pay on their website, get the enrollment number, and your admission is done. So it's really easy peasy to take admission in online universities these days. I hope I was a little informational to you. I hope I provided you with some kind of content that could make your choices of picking the right university easier. Till then, see you in another University Wars podcast.